This is a 2024 Mini 3-door John Cooper Works, but it's a special Racing Heritage Edition called 1-6. There are only 999 of them for the whole world, and this is one of them. Prices start at 56,999 Canadian dollars as tested today. It's not cheap, and to be honest, in 2024, it's kind of underwhelming for the money. The John Cooper Works used to be the wild thing in the Mini lineup. However, with competition getting better, I'm afraid that even a Kona N or a Volkswagen GTI now offer more bang for the buck. Yes, I know, the Kona is automatic and this is manual, but the GTI can also be manual. But is this enough to make this like the purists' hot hatch? Let's see. Let's start off with a 1-6 stuff, which is a package that costs about $8,000 more than the regular JCW with the Premier Plus 2 package. This car is as blacked out as possible anymore, and it will be passed out on my driveway. It has these dark gray decals, like the single strip that goes front to back, and it has all these 1-6 emblems all over the place. Inside, the dash is well built and nice materials, fit and finish is excellent, but this limited edition has these 1-6 things on the dash, and God forbid you scratch or damage any of these, good luck replacing them. You also have the same thing on the sunroof. 1 out of 999 sounds really flattering, so is it enough to make it such a special edition? I mean, yeah, if you're a customer in a grocery store, yeah, 1 out of every 999 wins a prize. Yay, that's me. Woohoo, I'm special. But what if you had a girlfriend and you're like 1 of 999 of her ex-boyfriends? Then not so flattering. And honestly, the 1-6 name is a little bit meh for me, because what about poor R? Isn't reverse included in this scheme? Like, why discriminate against poor reverse? You're not allowed to use it or something? Like, I would call it 1-R, because that sounds meaner. R. Anyway, the car, yes, is super cool, and this Mini is very cute. You still get a lot of Mini waves on the road, and yes, it's still part of the Mini cult, but in today's world where features sell cars, I think this one has been surpassed. It has a peppy and very reliable engine. It makes 231 horsepower for the occasion and 236 pound-feet of torque, but we've seen much bigger numbers from 2-liter engines. And yes, it has a limited slip diff in the front and big Brembo brakes, but those are also found elsewhere nowadays. It weighs 1,250 kilos, which is not as light as it once used to be. And 0 to 60 is supposed to come in 5.9 seconds or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 6.3. Ha! Good luck. I killed this thing. The best I could manage was in the 7s. And if you really think about it, 7s means that you're going to lose from like a random plug-in hybrid SUV nowadays. So that's not very hot, to be honest. Yes, I know there's also the Mini GP out there with a 300 plus horsepower, but this one is also a JCW, and it's supposed to be a hot hatch, and hot it does not feel. So right about now is where it makes sense that Mini is going to go all electric in the near future, but I'm also annoyed with other stuff. Like, for example, there is absolutely nowhere to put my phone. Like, my phone is on the seat because it doesn't fit in the area over there, it doesn't fit in the cup holder, and inside here in the armrest, Mini still uses this slot for like the Nokia 6350. I do not understand it. And also, when the armrest is fully down so that I can shift properly, then when I lift the handbrake, we have a little conflict of interest over here. So, yeah. Another thing I would like to complain about is that this car really wants you to drive it in green mode for some reason I don't understand. Okay, so I put it in green mode, and then it gives me a shifting score of 0 stars out of 5 because it's a hot hatch, and I don't want to shift to 5th gear in 25 kilometers an hour. So, yeah, I mean, where's the JCW spirit here? You should be saying, yo, 37 kilometers an hour, 2nd gear, man, what's 6th? There we go. That's how you drive a JCW, and put it in sport. And yeah, thank you. Now we rev match, and now we have some fun. It's not as fun as it used to be. I'll tell you that. This JCW used to be really wild, and this is anything but really wild. It's fun, still sporty, still quick, still peppy, but a Kona N, and I hate to be mentioning that car so much, but is so much more brutal. This one is just so easy. Like, even the standard gearbox is just dumb easy. Anybody could drive this. So I'm sorry, but it's just some of the fire is gone. Like, I have a gap in my heart that this car is not filling, and that's a problem because in the past it used to, and now it's just not anymore, and I don't like that. So is a manual transmission enough to make a okay car? Fantastic. It's a very expensive, very niche car that, you know, people that love minis will still buy. Yes, but can you lure in new customers with this car? I don't think so. Well, handling does remain superb. This JCW is still one of the best handling hot hatches, even though the power is kind of limited to really test and stress the chassis. But the steering is also becoming less involving than before. I hate to say it, but there are cars out there that really, if not better, they're as much fun as this. And bottom line, if I'm going to be driving this in green mode and really nicely and gently, because that's what the car wants me to do, so it can return the 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers fuel economy, why don't I just save all the money and buy like a regular 3-cylinder Mini? You're going to get all this, no power, but who cares? If I'm going to be driving like a granny, then I might as well just save myself $20,000 and buy that one. Roominess inside is quite okay in the front. The interior is quite nice to look at. It's still a beautiful car. Rear roominess is really, really tight. And the trunk is only 211 liters, so not very practical at all. But we knew all that because it's a 3-door Mini. So to conclude, it's a lovely, super expensive car, not as wild as it used to be in the past. It's really easy to drive, and with 8.5 liters average fuel economy per 100 kilometers of premium gasoline, of course, it will be quite easy to live with. Mind you, these Minis nowadays are also very reliable, so no issues there also. I just think that the JCW team needs to rethink everything because this thing is not as exciting as it used to be. Will the electric future bring back the excitement? Well, we'll be here to see. That's all for today with this rather underwhelming JCW 1-6 limited edition. If you're watching this in 2030 and you're thinking of buying one of these because it's a limited edition, I'm pretty sure there are other more exciting things to buy, so don't. They don't hold the money as they used to, so whatever. That's all for today. Hope you like this video. Be well, take care, subscribe, leave us a comment. Till next time, see you later. Bye-bye.
Perfect. Perfect.